Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Are you guys ready for FOMC? Crazy day today up ahead. Good morning. Good morning. Crazy day yesterday. Yeah, I thought we were gonna hold up, but we did not. Missed the sell that's happened pretty much after my stream ended, but it's kind of interesting how here, like yesterday, we broke that 50% of yesterday's candle body, and then it gave like some sort of sell. But it's interesting how we came back into the daily fair value gap when after earnings, right? So we kind of hit this target after hours. AMD, Microsoft, and Google earnings. So it's gonna be a tricky day for sure. I'm gonna be mostly like tape reading, I guess. ICT did come in yesterday to warn us, right? Like that the rest of the week will be tricky. So we gotta definitely watch out. We have Boeing earnings at 10:30. Really? I've never seen that. You got your seatbelt on, Lewis? That's funny. Good morning, good morning, good morning. New glasses? No, these are actually my glasses that I had. But I'm wearing glasses today. Typically I'm not. I've like rubbed my eye a little bit too much yesterday, so it's like, you know, a little irritated. You guys, do I look like Michael now that I'm wearing glasses? Hi, Ghana. Buenos dias, saludos desde Ecuador. Buenos dias. Oof, tricky day, tricky day. We're in the daily fair value gap now. Now it's like, what are we doing for DXY? I think DXY sold off. Look how tricky this has been for DXY, right? Right? Like DXY, the daily. Like it's been holding in this, getting bought up in this daily fair value gap to go. I think this is the buy side. And it's just failed every time to hold above every high, right? Came back in. But not really going like breaking below a low either. So that's why we were just like in difficult conditions the past couple weeks. And well, my goal has really been to just stay alive and like, you know, show up, read price, and you know, become better at like noticing these bad conditions and staying safe during them. I've been making much money. Like I'm made like, you know, I'm like up like $1,200 in the past 2 weeks. But it's like trading is not like trading is more of like it's not like stable income, you know. It's more about trying to stay safe when it's difficult, and then when it's like your high probability, you put your foot on the gas, you know. So that's basically what I've been doing. Are you guys going to be around for FOMC today later? Are you going to be reading price for that? Hi, honeydew. Someone's asking, will I broadcast the FOMC live? Let's ask the poll, should I do it? Should I go live for FOMC? So for the key for that, for FOMC, is typically the move starts at 2:30, so I won't I'll always wait until after 2:30. And so yeah, this morning is particularly going to be difficult, I think, because we hit some daily draw on liquidity here, right? Actually, I can delete a lot of this stuff now. Right? And then also there's FOMC later. So I really don't have high expectations. right? We have these like equal highs here from the well, London made like a kind of a high. I mean, we have this like little gap down. I think we did fill that in though. And this is London high. I really don't. I don't know. I don't think because like what is a draw on liquidity now? You know, I feel like now it's just generating. Right. So we always we start our analysis from DXY, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, I think DXY is bullish, but it's not like in a hurry to get anywhere. It's still consolidating. So that basically, you know, if that's like your first step, that should stop you from like going to the next step, really. So that's why I think today is pretty low probability conditions. Right, this is a daily fair value gap. Look on the 4 hour. This whole huge leg up. Hmm. See what the poll is saying. You know what I'm let me see what the poll's saying. Yes, you guys want me to go live for FOMC. All right, we'll do it then. I'll make sure to like to be there. I'll drink my I actually you guys who here was here last Friday on Patrick's stream? And who was watching that? He told me, Tanya, you should like get an energy drink. That's how he does it. So I did buy a C4. So maybe I should drink some C4 before. I don't know. Who here was watching that last Friday? Did you guys enjoy it? Isn't that fun? I had a fun time. It was a little bit like more lighthearted. And we still did pretty well considering like I was telling him how to execute my trades. Next time, like we'll definitely do like, you know, I'll have my own screen sharing and do my own. But like it was pretty fun. Yeah, he was. And then it was funny. I sound very patient. I don't need an energy drink. Yeah, people do say I sound very calm. I just think like that's how you should approach trading. It should be calm, boring. Almost boring, right? Sometimes I get bored when I'm in a trade. It shouldn't be this exciting, crazy thing, right? Otherwise you can't think straight. But anyway, like later today on his channel at 11 a.m., it's gonna be oh, thank you so much, Srinivasan. Thanks again for your donation. Okay, I will go live as a FOMC. I will do it. I gotta give the people what they want. Yeah, we'll just do the live at 2 p.m. because, like I said, the real move starts at 2:30. So I don't want to be like there at like 1:30 and then like feel FOMO to get into 2. So anyway, later on his channel, we did like 10 quick questions with Tanya Trade that's gonna come out today. At the end of the stream, I'll like link it there. If you guys want to watch it. It was just like a lighthearted little thing. And then later, I think there's like a longer interview that's coming out. You know what? Like, let's put on the NWOG, right? Type of thing. Because I think that, okay, I don't, you know, a lot of people ask me about the, which one is it? This one? Probably. I like that one. And then, what did I want to say? A lot of people ask me if I use NWalk, NDog. Not very often because, what did I want to say? Not very often because I feel like a lot of times PD arrays are fine without it, but like I do think it's a good time to use it when you're in a kind of like a ranging situation or like a seek and destroy situation. So that's what we're gonna do today. Maybe. NWOG and NDOG. Okay, so we have on this screen I typically have YMNQ and I mean YMES and DXY here. So what do you guys think? Up or down and open? I really don't. Look at again. Okay, look how this is like another indication of low probability. Look, like this SMT of YM at the highs and like SMT of ES at the lows. Like completely decoupled markets, really. So it's not like that good. Alrighty. We got some NWOGs and NDOGs here. This is a new day opening gap actually, right? It's like how we literally like dropped off. If you look at the regular trading hours, like we are currently, oh god, we are currently like, let me take that off for a second. We're currently like here. Large gap, we're like here, right in the daily fair value gap, right? Yeah, we're here. So like we can mark that out. Yesterday's low. What a tricky last couple days. Alright. See it open. Just dropping off while NQ is dropping off while YM is popping up higher. Isn't that? That's just more low probability conditions as we've seen this week. It's not like YM's not going to like new high of day, but it's like, you know, it's not going lower. Right? It's just like, okay, what is what DXY is back in this little fair value gap. You know, we don't really know exactly where it's going to go to. I do think still we're going for higher, but you know, it's not in a rush hurry to get anywhere, it seems like. Okay, here we are now with ES picking up. YM stalling a bit. Looks like NQ is making that like little wick here. Just to see if it like snaps up higher maybe, but this is a situation where maybe I want to see here. Perhaps like let's see if it like closes above this or not. I'm just thinking about the like 930 type of model. But yeah, so far it's just okay, YM's bleeding lower now. It's just like what should we be doing? Not much. Just wait, you know. Yeah, we'll like put an alert for this. If we decide to like go back up into these like gaps, you know. This is a 15-minute. I think like honestly today I might just do like some evals, maybe see if I can pass some more Apex evals or something. Or in my funded futures, I still have an eval for that. Okay, here it is. Let's see what happens there. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Really nothing. Chop shop. Chop city. Chop chop city. Yep. What do you guys think for this morning? It's difficult action. Where is my YouTube family? Woo! Oh my god, 2,200 people. Leave a like. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna be price reading right now. You gotta buy the bid here. Essentially. For that 930 play. Like that's your snap up higher. This is what I'm kind of wondering, and I will ask the creative of the 930 model later, is whether like just this wicking above that counts for you to try to go long within here. Looks like it is going higher. Pretty interesting. Wonder if we go for those London highs. Okay, DXY is crossing a 4-hour down SSL right now. So we can take a look at that for a second too. So yeah, it's really tricky yesterday. I said I wanted it to, you know, feel from here, but of course it had to dig. Look, even at 7 p.m. it had to dig up deeper into this before dropping off. But it's not to say that like it's been greatly correlated with that with indices, you know, because we're still down from like yesterday. But here we are taking some sell side on the 4-hour chart on DXY back into the daily fair value gap, right? I want to see something real quick with this like move leg up. Like where's 50% of this like leg up? Pretty much the CE of this fair value gap, so that's good to know. Okay. Maybe we can mark out CE of this wick. It takes out lows into CE to go up higher, maybe later. Anyway, so far, a little bit of a push up from indices. Let me see. This is sort of like an SMT at the lows of ES and NQ. Like a bullish SMT there. From the pre-market to get open, NQ took this low. We're gonna be careful today. Bum, 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 bum. Because today, just now, DXY took that sell side. So if we've been in a seek and destroy with DXY, right? It's taking this like initial sell side, like it has been essentially. Like I anticipate it not to just like close here and continue lower. Like I anticipate it to just retrace again in a seek and destroy market, you know? So that would actually be then bearish for indices, and I wouldn't trust this move higher, essentially. So we can just tape read. I'm not going long or anything. I'm just tape reading this. Yep. And you can't trust it. Alright, I'm happy. I didn't do anything there. It's like a fake push-up, I guess. And then we have like more SMTs there with there's so many, you know, when the markets are not correlated, it's just not good price action. Will I participate during NFP day or take the whole day off? I think we can vote for that as well. What do you guys think? I mean, we can tape read. I typically like don't trade NFP actually. I typically don't. But like I think in certain instances you can. I think in certain instances you can. Like could tape read it. I think it's just good practice to be showing up to charts anyway. So like we just read that. We didn't trust this move because DXY was taking sell side and it's in a consolidation market. So anyone who would have longed here would have gone stopped over here. So definitely tricky. Large 15-minute opening range. It's always tricky when like there are two jagged ends, right? Like we said, right? This is sort of like a jagged end. This is a jagged end, so it's not easy. It's like, and even to go like short or something, it's like, okay, what liquidity was taken really, you know? Each days. Good morning. Consider trading oil CL in these days. Ooh. We can check out oil. Why not? Let's check out oil. But you know what? Like I'm just cautious because I do not. Let me put it on like one of these like. Let me just search some of my layouts here. Do that one. You know, CL, that's true. People always tell me, hey, like, look at CL when it's in when indices are hard, right? Because it's like, okay, you know, oil is actually like a ranging market typically, right? You see, it's not like this is 2020, by the way. We never reached back up to like 2018 highs. Remember when this is when oil went negative? That happened in April 2020. So can you imagine that? Oil being negative. Anyway, so this is the weekly chart on oil. Pretty tough there. So essentially what happened here was it hit these like 60-day highs or something, and then it retraced. It hit, I think it's supposed to go for this eventually, but didn't. Paused here at this like weekly fair value gap and order block situation. Is now reaching higher. DXY is still going below sell side. But you know, the thing is, like, I can tape read oil, sure, but it's like, I'm not gonna trade it if I don't know how exactly it moves, really. I think, like, if you go on the 1 minute, you guys, on oil, like, it's a lot thinner action. Oh, it's actually not too bad, but, you know. I think a lot of people go on the higher time frames for that, right? Who here trades oil? Let me ask, like, a poll while we still watch NQ. I didn't get paid for buying oil last April. Ha! That's funny. Do you trade oil? Am I participating in Robin's Cup? No, I'm not. I'm not there yet. Like, I literally started live streaming you guys so I can be a better trader. So how could I possibly think that I can now add some like more pressure by participating in international competition, right? I've only been trading for like 3.5 years and futures for 2 years. I don't think that Robin's Cup is really for me right now, like in my stage of trading. It's also like I've heard like they have high commissions and they're a company in themselves. But anyway, I'm gonna let the guys fight it out this year. I'll just be watching. Maybe like later in the year I will, but not right now. I think they have 3-month-long competitions too, right? But you know what I've been talking about this, but I'm more interested in doing the US Investing Championship. I think it's better commissions, or like you can choose like your broker better or something, and then also you can do options as well, so I kind of like to have that flexibility. And it's like Robin's is free to enter, but US Investing Cup is like $1,000 to enter. I think it's just like, I don't know, more interesting to me. That's the one I knew about first before knowing about ICT or anything, because I follow Mark Minervi on Twitter, and he like won the US Investing Championship, I think in 1987, and then again in 2021, right? Just buying stocks like commons, he does that. And I bought his book, and it's a pretty decent book. It's called like just for his psychology book, not his like technical trading books. But again, we have YM hitting the highs. But anyway, he while NQ is hitting the lows, so more really bad probability, honestly, trading conditions. But like I read his book, or I like listened to the audiobook. It's like Mindset Secrets of a Champion, something like that. Mindset Secrets for Success. And pretty good book. He just talks about how, and I think about this all the time, how like if you want to be great in something, you can't have a balanced life, right? Some things are gonna have to take a back seat, right? Like whether it's like going out, whatever, obviously, like partying. I don't party or anything, but whether it's like family time or like relationships and stuff like that, like they're just gonna have to you're gonna have to have a backseat break from that, because you're just not gonna have as much time as you're trying to be great at something, right? So, and that kind of resonates with me, right? So it's kind of interesting here, right? Okay, so most people here do not trade oil. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think NQ. I missed the short on NQ, but like I didn't really see an entry there. Like I called the fake move there, but like where's the entry? Like a fair value gap entry or something, right? And also, like I said, really bad probable market conditions here with YM hitting the highs of the day there, and then like DXY closing below sell side here, so that should technically be like bullish, right? But so we're not correlated with DXY either, so it's not worth it for me to put on any risk to trade anything. Get it? Like I'd rather wait for like better conditions to put on risk, where it's like, okay, if I take the trade, then I'll be more at peace if it like didn't work out. Meanwhile, if I took a trade, the short here, right, and then it like didn't work out, then I'll have that like thought in my head like, oh yeah, it wasn't high probability setup, like I shouldn't have taken that type of thing, like regret type of thing. Like I'd rather just wait for something better. It's really, ICT said today is going to be difficult price action. I agree. Right, so like you typically you don't just like have this, right? Just huge drop off and then a continued drop off at open. Like we maybe went up like 20 points and then just continued dropping off at open. You know, I'm good. I'm wait, and it's only been what, like 17 minutes? This is a 15-minute now. Like, so we have reached up, down, closed candle there. ES there. Like I said, we had SMTs at the lows and the highs. That's the worst. That's the worst because it's like, okay, you want an SMT to confirm your idea. So you kind of have one confirming, then one denying, and it's like, what's going on, you know? So anyway, I really like that book. That's like one of my favorite books for trading, I think. My favorite book has to be The Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. That's like, a lot of people ask me like, how are you so calm, whatever. I think that book helped me a lot. And I follow Jared on Twitter. He's cool. But that book helped a lot because he gives you a system, and then also literally if you get the audiobook, literally feels like he's calling you out like every step of the way. It's actually hilarious. Okay, who is spamming though? I think I'm gonna have to put on like a little bit more slow-mo, right? I'll put 10 seconds. Hey Mike W. Hi dear. How to use opening range gaps in the market? Well, gaps like to get filled, right? So you use that as like possible draw on liquidity, but like if the structure is not supporting, then you can't do anything about that, right? Who is spamming? Okay, got it. I answered your question now. Yeah, you gotta play it safe on FOMC days. Like literally, if today I don't have a trade, then that's fine, I guess. Like, you know, you have to. Okay, so we got a couple things going on. Today is FOMC. Today is the last day of the month as well. Okay, so that's more shenanigans. Because you got to think about like, how is this monthly candle going to close? Let's check out the monthly candle actually. So, wicked over this high. Yeah, so it's likely actually just gonna close. You know, it's likely gonna close below this, obviously, right? What is this high? 770, and where are we now? Like 385. So it seems like, you know, the monthly candle already did its job, taking that drawn liquidity, and it's just gonna close somewhere here within this wick. And whatever it's gonna do. But the end of the month is kind of important. During like the last 15 minutes, there's always some kind of volatility because there's all these like funds putting in their orders. Check it out, backtest it. Don't take my word for it. Or like we can literally do that now because like the market's not doing anything really. I'm not looking for a trade right now. It's not even 10. It's like just literally go to like last month. The daily. Let's go replay. What would have that been? That would have been like December 31st. We didn't have. Okay. That was like Christmas break. November 30th. Right, so this is November 29th. Let's just play like that monthly, the next day of that. It's like it's slower. And I'll stop it at the 9 a.m. I'll mark out that day, 9 a.m. And then also the last 15 minutes or so. I don't see anything right now with the markets. It's just like, oh, yes, going lower. So, YM's about to hit the new low of day. I'm just gonna go to here. Okay, Let me make sure I have 345 marked out here. That's what we're talking about. Actually, see if I'm... Okay, this was the month, the last day of the month in November, right? Let's watch the action here. Do it on like 1x here. On the 5-minute chart, right? So it just bled lower at a like 10-15, gave you another short. Let's see what happens in the last 15 minutes of the day. Right, it was just grinding lower all day. We're sharing this because like this might be helpful later during the afternoon for FOMC. Okay, we had a structure shift here. Finally, I mean this structure shift was a fake out during lunch. Okay, but then at 1:30, look at what happened at 1:30, manipulation. Okay, then you had a structure shift here. So what do you think is going to happen in the last 15 minutes? I think it's going to, you know, shoot up for buy side because it just did that manipulation, you know, came back into this. What's the high before the low? Actually, this is now a breaker, right? Like this is the high, swing high before the low, and then it broke above it with a fair value gap. So actually this should like hold here. So let's like just look at that. Okay, so if you're gonna go long before like close, what I would do is just mark that out. Long. And then the last 15 minutes is going to be really crazy. So like I just go for something crazy, honestly. So let's see what happens. Okay, you would get filled. This would have been my stop down here. Oh, would have gone stop down on that one. So actually, came back here. Let's see if you get another change of delivery or something. I would probably try again. Maybe it's best to just wait until 3:45 at that point. I would try this again. Right? Something like, whatever. Doesn't matter here because we're back testing. 340. Let's see 345, right? This huge move up from 340. Boom, right? It's just, look at that 345. 350 is actually when it actually, you know, that's the huge candle there, right? It's 50-point candle in 5 minutes. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to show, is that the last like 10 minutes of the actual like last day of the month can be really volatile. Because you have the 350 macro with market and close, where all these funds are doing, and then plus it's the end of the month. Tricky though. Tricky. I took that low again on that market maker buy model. But like we'll just have to see what happens with FOMC. I don't know. FOMC typically we'll have to mark that, make sure that's marked out. And then like 2:30. Is it 10 yet? No. Not even silver bullet hour yet, you guys. And then 2:30 is really when you want to start hunting for a setup, not 2. 2 is, there's typically like a at least one false move for FOMC and sometimes 2 false moves. Look at this, you guys. Like DXY is just dying, and DXY is just dying, and the indices are also dying. So it's like, what can you do? You're not doing. You can't do anything about that. So you except like just not take a trade. That's what I've been doing. So let's see what the comments are saying. Hola, hola, hola. The best to wait. She is time traveling. Yeah, we just did a little bit of the just a small bit of back testing real quick, but it's fine. Tanya trades. I'm a full-time trader. Yep, pretty much. Which ICT concept resonates with me the most? You know, I will always, my criteria to enter is always a fair value gap, right? My favorite is probably fair value gap plus breaker block. And then there's also fair value gap plus order block. I like order blocks are the best. And what I constitute as an order block, right? I don't really, if it's a small body candle, I don't care so much. I like to see like a larger body candle that took liquidity. It's the candle that took liquidity and then we closed above it and had a change in state of delivery, right? That's what an order block is. And those are high probability. Looks like ES is making another new low of the day. ES is now down 0.72%, and Q is still holding up. We gotta just continue this tape reading. Honestly, so strange that DXY is being like that. Where's this London session low I marked out from a few days ago, I believe? Not anymore. You can look at ES for a minute. Right, so ES doesn't have a daily fair value gap until all the way down here. It's been it's been leading more than NQ recently, I believe, right? Where's ES's? Look at how that weekly candle is right now. Interesting. Like a little weekly volume imbalance here. And that's like exactly what the daily fair value gap is. All right. Right, if you think about it on this like daily or weekly, like we broke over these December highs, we never really retraced. We have this gap still open. It's entirely possible we retrace like this week or next week, right? Especially if we do think if DXY continues for those like monthly fair value gaps. Okay. In the 4 hour. It's like a bunch of trendline liquidity essentially. We closed below that CE fair value gap that we marked out yesterday, and then we basically, again, like same thing as NQ, at the end of the day, we came back and retraced there, and then at earnings, we dropped lower. So that's pretty difficult. Like the good moves have been happening like after the market closed, right? Like, this is 4 p.m. yesterday. At 4 p.m. went to new low of day, so we retraced. Yeah, like look at ES yesterday. Pretty just like this is just up and down, chop chop chop, and then it finally broke lower. After hours actually, and then at London, man, the good moves have definitely been during London. During London, we retraced and then fell off. It doesn't matter. So it's kind of good to see like London on ES, London high. This jagged high. It seems like that's the if it's like continued bearishness today, like that's the high of the day formed during London. Where's 8:30 open? Over here. Yeah. Back to the roots of ES. Who here started out with ES? I started out with ES. And then I switched to NQ like sometime like being my main one, like sometime like last year. Or like a few months ago or something, I'm not too sure. But like I said, like we had such a gap down, it's like kind of unusual to have just a drop off, right? So I'm kind of like skeptical, right? It's kind of annoying when like what we had like a 7-point move up for yes, and then a drop off happened. You do have like high, low, higher, high, lower, low here. CLF 15. We'll have to see if like ES retraces here, then if she likes, if she wants to do that, like, you know. The thing is, like, again, where's the drawn liquidity? That's always step one. That's hard to gauge. Like these equal lows. This is Sunday, January. What is this low? I'm gonna turn on N dog actually. Okay, interesting. These equal lows at the bottom of this N dog. I need to like, let me do some, I haven't like used N dog in a while, but I do think like this is a good time to use it. Oh yeah. Okay. I trust 2 degrees. That's the one I'm using. It's a lot. N dog. N walk. Okay. I really like 2 degrees. He has good indicators. I'll check out the chat in a minute. Let me just get that on the NQ as well. I think that's when, you know, is a good idea to use NWOG and NDOG when you don't have like a clean drawn liquidity or something like that, you know, like when you have those trendline liquidity. Anyway, let's see what's happening. YM. Oh, YM. Here's CE of that daily fair value gap right now. Right? That's 50% of this leg up as well on DXY, and it's around 50% of this wick. So you have like some things that are converging here. That's below 50% of this wick. So if it gets bought up there though, that's just continued bearishness, so whatever, you know. That's kind of interesting though. Like we'll see what happens if like we start shifting bullish. There's a lot of lines here now, honestly. Not the biggest fan of having so many. I think NWOGs are like more I'll just use the NWOG. There's just too much stuff for NDOG. Alright, let's see the chat. What's going on in the chat? today. Did you guys take a trade yet? Let's do a little poll. It's after 10 right now. So 10, the kill zone has just started for this silver bullet type of thing. Do you think we are bearish? Would like to see some retracement here. What's going on with the chat? What's going on with the chat? You took a short on NQ. You're still in it. Nice job. Some people are saying SMT. You're going long. Oof. I just can't go long right now. It doesn't make so much sense in my head. You know? We almost had 3,000 viewers. Wow. Hit that like button to help out the channel. It's a crazy day. Crazy day so far. Like, you know, this is why I don't want to go long. Because DXY is in CE of this daily fair value gap and just showing some, like, it's getting picked up. And even with this move down in DXY, we're bearish. So if we're moving up on DXY, I still think it would be bearish, you know, because it's supposed to be inversely correlated. And again, with the, yeah, I'm not going long. I'm telling someone else why I'm not doing that. And, what was the other reasoning? Also, we have like a little captain back test, like here, it broke the low. Oh, not yet, actually, so never mind. Let's see if it breaks that low. 950. I mean, we'll see what happens, honestly. We gotta just be super patient. You know, these are the days where like you are forged as a trader, because it's like you aren't really known as it. Like you're you know, the best traders are forged in drawdown, but also in the difficult days. Knowing when to stay out, I really think is like a huge thing, because it's like how you are mitigating your risk when you know not to get in, because it's not high probability, and then you're saving yourself capital and you have less losses. You know, I think it's all about like limiting the losses, really. Because what I've noticed is a couple times, you know, I have to be better about managing my risk, because the other day I took like 15 contracts, but it was like a 22-point stop. I should have taken 10 contracts, you know. So that was an issue. That's an issue now for me. You have to make sure your losses are like way smaller than your wins, not like the same size. This is like on the 5-minute charts now. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna be smaller because it's kind of irrelevant sometimes. So it would be good to like retrace in here. Sell off again. I'll have to wait and see the reaction in this area. What is going on with NQ exactly right now? Not much. What was I doing there? We got the NWOG for ES. I think, and honestly, maybe ES is the better. Maybe ES is the better go to today. It's weaker. It's got our little NWOG here. 830. You know, might not get the fill though, and that would be fine though. Like, you have to accept that like sometimes you'll just miss a trade, and if you don't get the proper pullback. You know, what you do have for NQ though is that it retraced into that order block and now it's going lower. Still though, like, okay, right now NQ is breaking a low in the fair value gap. Yep. And it's looking good for lower prices. You know, it shouldn't break this low into that, and like if it inverts this, then that's looking good for lower prices. What I was looking at I was kind of looking at the 3-minute here. It's always, I know it's difficult action when I'm always like switching through like a billion time frames, you know. But for me, I didn't take any trade because like even on the 3-minute, like sure, it rejected from this order block here. There's no entry for me because there's no like fair value gap, like, you know. So I'm chilling. Whenever it's like no fair value gap, it's just like lower probability type of trade. But anyway, I just inverted this. If anyone likes to do that, I'm not really into it so much. Well, we are looking quite bearish. Yes, new low of day here. Okay. See if it goes here. And then possibly here. So let's see what's going on here. We moved how many points? This is the issue, is like, where's... Look at the daily right now. Anyway. Converted this here. Some people like to just enter like that. I'm okay. I'll just watch it. Watch it take this low. Let's see how it reacts there. And then, like, you know, if it's a strong reaction, it's like gonna go even lower. Because you have like this like NWOG CE here. And you have CE of 4-hour fair value gap here. It's not closing below. It's never like a good sign. Again, like look, I'm looking at like all the time frames. It's not the best. Not the best when it does that, right? So, you know, whoever took like the inverted thing got like, you got your first like profit target here and you low of day. ES is going here now. ES is really just like bleeding now, so likely just continued. Yeah, NQ will follow. Continuing to bleed here and here. Yeah, something broke ES there. Okay. It's 10:15, you guys. Let me see. Where is it? Where's my phone? Okay. 10:15, mental game reminder. So make sure you're not tilted or anything. We're just chilling. Okay, so now it broke a low of a fair value gap. Quite interesting. Well, it's not finished yet, depending on what time frame you are on. It didn't break it on the 1, so, or the 2, so like you have to like look at the 3. You have 2 fair value gaps aligned. It depends on where this candle closes. You have like 3 minutes left on this candle. So ES just like broke down there. That's what I was like watching. I was like, oof, it's bleeding. See the 15. Looks like no fair value gap here at the low, so it's not that good. It's very strong right now, being picked up. So what do we have right now? We have a 10. We broke that low. I guess why it's continuing lower. Like a little volume imbalance. That's all that ES is offering here. Well, not much there unless you're like, if you scalped them, you know, there was a short to like new low day there, so I don't know if I would have been that quick to do that though, so just reading price right now. Right now, are the indices like finally correlated? Yeah, pretty much, but it's not really correlated with DXY. Let me ask the chat. Did you guys take a trade yet today? I don't see a like. I would have liked to see like a bearish breaker for anything, you know, for lower. But it's not really. You know, it's very weak. There's only like, you know, moves down. So very weak. This order block rejected. Hit this new low day. I just, you know, 15-minute order block body there. Did we take that pre-market low yet? I don't even think so. Nope. So it could be generating liquidity from there to take it later. Be nice if it picks up here and then, you know, there's like an OTE entry for later. Yeah, it would be nice if it retraces and then gives us a equal lows to short later, right? Because now it's generating equal lows here on NQ, right above the NWOG, CE, and CE 4 hour. So perhaps later something happens. Yeah, I need to see some kind of retracement. Let's see the chat. What's going on? Chat. Have you taken a trade yet today? Let's hit that like button. We're almost at. Oh, we are at 3,000 viewers. What up? Thanks, Eric. You're funny. Did you take a trade yet? Right, we are forming equal lows here now on Q. I like that. So what I am looking is like a retracement to sell later. ES is a lot weaker. Look at ES like rejecting this like volume imbalance. It's pretty interesting here. Does ES have like the equal low? Look at ES like rejecting this volume imbalance. Right? Oh, I want to see like some kind of retracement to short later. You know, the best thing would actually be if ES like goes all the way up here again, scares all the people short, and then drops again lower. Because this is the whole leg of the move essentially, right? And it is 10. Took this low. I do expect it to sort of like retrace. We'll have to see because DXY is picking back up, so it could just also just reject here again. I can watch this. What happens here? What's gonna happen? These are like some equal highs. Is it just gonna stall out here? It's difficult. Like, you know, I wouldn't really just short this because it's like, just had a sharp, jagged low. And you're shorting in a discount essentially, right? Because we're down like 0.72 on the day. We have this like gap down. Like look at the what is it called? RTH. Right? That's what we've done so far today on ES. Like we went up like a few points, 7 points, and then just dripping lower and lower. Left this like breakaway gap, I guess. Yes, did take some like lows here also, which is why I'm not just gonna short in here. It doesn't really make sense for me to do that. Okay, that's and this is NWOG. It broke below it. Okay, interesting. Another NWOG below here. Interesting, interesting. So it could actually just reject and then go here. Especially it's like a, yeah, tough action today. I think it is just gonna do that though. That's sort of what happened. We just literally backtested what happened on November 30th, right? It's literally what happened, right? Like, it gapped down and kept going down until the afternoon session where it got bought up. So, interesting. Okay, it's rejecting from there. Yes, rejecting. Going lower, likely to here. NQ rejecting as well. So we are having these like very, very weak market, right? Okay. Look at those wicks. And this is going higher. Yeah. It's not going to come back up here for sure. It's just doing that. What did I mark out here on NQ? Okay. Might like try a scalp short on ES. It's pretty much exactly what happened. Yeah, DXY is going higher, is bearish for indices. ES is going towards here. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, I am going to try to scalp that on an eval. Okay, that's what I'm trying. Little scalp. Let's see if I get hurt or not. But this is on eval low probability day. These are also equal highs, so I could get taken out. Let's see how it goes. Okay. See how it goes. See if I can pass this my funded futures eval real quick. Not pass it, but like get a good head start on it or something. Took a bunch of contracts, honestly. NQ new low of day, it should be okay for ES. It's gonna suck if ES just suddenly like doesn't do that. But time's getting picked up, but NQ is doing new low of day action. But like it should be fine. Yeah, little scalpy scalp. Where the heck did it go now? No, I need it for the... Yeah, okay. Oh, did I take a new low? No. I'll just make sure to be pressing buy bid when it does that. NQ is, yeah, bleeding lower. Okay. Yes, I'll just buy a little bit. One. Just wait. NQ's hitting, bleeding lower. So, that was the reason why, because I saw DXY pushing back up. Really not, I'm not looking to like hold this for a long time. So literally like, if it comes back up to break even, maybe I'll just let it stop me out because I'm like really not in the mood for shenanigans here because like NQ is breaking low day. Yeah. I really don't care if I get stopped. Whatever, I took some off the table. Like literally, like I don't want it to come back up again and then do this crap. Yeah, just stopped out break even. It's really nothing really crazy today. Literally made only like 150 bucks on that. It's really, was that even worth it? Not really. And then now NQ is leading lower. So tough. I mean, whatever. I don't really want to be in the trade. That's probably like why I got out of the trade because I was like, I didn't really want to be in it to begin with. But we'll see if it works out. But I got stopped. What is happening with YM up here? It's really not anything crazy. Like whatever. Was that really worth it? Not really. So what time is it? 10:30. What we're seeing is just continued bearishness. Of course, now it's going to go for it, right? Maybe I shouldn't. I was too quick on that one, but whatever. I honestly didn't like the action for today. Let me think. Let me think. It's still not even here yet. Why I'm retracing deeply. And Q making a new low. Did ES make a new low there? Not really equal lows, I think. Yeah, I think probably the good move with action, I don't know, there wasn't really much for me for entry wise. So it's just like a day where it's like, oh, you have to get your entry, and sometimes you just miss it, whatever. Oof, huge bleed there. Oh well. I just didn't accept the risk on that, I guess. That's basically fine. I got stopped out at that break even, and then 2 minutes later I hit it. That's fine. That's fine by me, honestly. Put that bleed lower. Okay, NQ is now at the CE of that fair value gap here. So what happened here was like, yeah, I made that equal low. Maybe I should have just, I think here is where did I short ES? I shorted ES here, I should have maybe just taken NQ. But it doesn't matter. Like again, it's like very sloppy entries. I have to just like, there's no fair value gap entry. Cause like I like to just take a fair value gap entry, you know? Oh well. Not the best trading for me today, honestly, but whatever. Let me see what else is there. Like I said, like my goal today is just to stay alive. And I knew at least like, hey, that's not to go long. Like I warned somebody in the chat, don't go long. So that's what I've been doing. But I mean, even for an eval, I didn't even accept the risk. So whatever. We'll continue watching though. So what happened on November 30th, right? What we were looking at the last time we had the last day of the month. Quite similar. Except I think that it gave you a better retracement, right? So we could actually look at that for a minute. Let's like load again November 30th. I think that was pretty interesting. Like we can compare side by side for a minute. Okay. Kind of interested to see, did it have also a gap down? Yes, also on November 30th. Oh, come on, this is today. Why didn't that replay work for me in there? Whatever. I'll just do the manual labor. Okay. No, it didn't really have a gap down. '23rd is here. No, not much of a gap down, but it did just bleed lower at open. But at least on like that day, it had like a 15-minute fair value gap entry. You know what I'm saying? Like at 10:15, it gave some sort of 15-minute fair value gap entry. If I'm looking at like ES and Q today, nothing of the sort, and just bled lower, right? If you look at NQ today, this is a 15-minute, just like no like fair value gap entry on the 15 or anything. So whatever. The reason why I probably why I chickened out of that trade so quickly was like, it's not my typical type of trade, right? It's like we were in discount. It's like a volume imbalance type of entry, equal highs here. Maybe I should have waited to see if it closed above, but oh well. It doesn't matter. At least I didn't go long or anything. So more huge down move. Oh God, help me. It doesn't matter. Damn. I literally got stopped out like right here. Doesn't matter. And also like I could have put the stop above here. Not here. Oh well. That's like a huge explosion lower there. Buyers getting crushed all day. Yeah. Hey, we're not buying anything. We're staying safe at least. But like could have done a better job on that one. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things, but always good to remember. So now what do we have next on ES? We have like the next NWOG here and these lows that line up. I wonder, I wouldn't be surprised if it just like freaking bleeds. Okay, we're down almost 1% on the day. Huh, what is pulling the market lower so much? Does anyone know? Yeah, it was $2,000 for me if I waited. Yeah, I think I would have made 2K on that eval, but it's alright. I know for sure like I can get another 5 points in the market, so it's not really a big deal. Like I wasn't aiming that much for that. But you know what? Like let me think about that captain backtest right now. This is actually where you're entering for that. What on NQ is there? Oh well. What a gusher. What is happening right now? There's a lot of people now feeling so much emotion in the market. Can you imagine? Like all these buyers. Google is down 6% from earnings. It's like Google is bringing the market down. Right? Because they had... I'm not even too sure what happened there, so maybe it's like worth it to look that up. Like I saw the action yesterday, and that was mostly because of Google. Just look at Google, and then we'll see what it says here. Here. Let me like zoom in for you guys. It's just, this is where like news I don't really, because it's like, okay, yeah, that happened. That already happened. Okay, earnings beat, advertising growth disappoints amid Gen AI worries. Okay. So that happened like yesterday at 4 p.m. Let me see exactly what happened, because that's where their earnings was. Earnings snapshot, they beat it, but the shares are flat. Layoffs. They have layoffs. Advertising growth disappoints. That's the issue, is that like it's a growth stock. So if it's not showing like growth, then it's going to take a hit. Misses expectations on ad revenue. It beat earnings, but it doesn't really matter. Like if it beat at this corner, like if the growth is not happening and they want further growth in the next for next quarter. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening today. So that's like an example of like I said, when I always look at the heat map, it's like, okay, if, you know, Google is such a large market share, and it's down so much, you're not going to see much of a bid in NQ, at least for the morning or something. So LOL, like that's a big tech charts for blah 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 blah. All right, that's what happened with Google. Look how much, like this will give you like a little bit of a, I don't want this advanced though, simple. You know, that's where we don't have to look at the trading view, but that's where Google is right now. And I just go to FinViz home. Oh, okay, so that's what I meant. Like when you gotta look, it's like a huge color contrast. Oh, Google. I just got, did anyone there was like a class action with Google, something about like the advertising and the cookies or whatever. I got Venmo from them like $7 like a week ago. Finally, hey, $7. Can use that towards my Uber Eats order. I should like I'm gonna order some Uber Eats so I can quickly eat lunch and then have energy for the FOMC. You know, what should I have? I'm gonna order like an Italian deli sandwich or something. No, I did. Evelyn, I did. I took this entry here. Got stopped out for break even before the freaking died lower. Is so stupid. Major L. I got stopped out literally here. Major L. I mean, not L, but like I took some off here. I literally, this was the issue, is that like NQ was making the low and then ES was just stalling. And a lot of the times you'll see like, you know, I was thinking, oh, it could just be generating more liquidity and then do some dumb thing, like retrace and then go lower, but no, we just melted. Melted through this NWOG too. This was just like a 5-minute thing. It might have deeply retraced to, but it doesn't have to. Didn't have to, and just lower, lower, lower. But hey, we stalled. This is what I was saying. We were stalled here and go continuing higher. Like then now, like indices were. That's still like that's bearish for indices. So that makes sense. Like why we didn't retrace more before going lower. This is the low that it broke. So actually, let's see. Does it invert this or not? Right. This is the sell side that it took, right? And this is the fair value gap. So if it inverts this, actually, then it's more bullish for DXY and more bearish for indices for the rest of the morning. Yeah. Let's see. NASDAQ, where are you? Order steaks and eggs for lunch because too many carbs are bad for you? I don't know about that. I don't want eggs and steak. That's really heavy. You know? The most important part about today is like don't feel any type of FOMO. Like, you know, this is something just get used to seeing. Don't feel any FOMO or anything. Like, this is daily CE. I'm not even mad about that trade that I messed up, honestly. Like, whatever. But like, I do think we continue lower for until FOMC. There's no bid. It's not catching any bid, you know. FOMC is here. Down almost 1%, not even 1%. NQ is down 1.6%. Now, let me see Google real quick, right? What happened, Google? Yep, that earnings drop. So it kind of started out at like -6 overnight, though. It's just not catching a bid. Why I'm kind of just flat on the day, right? Isn't that funny? Okay. Yes, again, where's that daily fair value gap? It's all the way down here. It's like another 30 points. This is like all these stacked lows. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We didn't even take out this low here from last Monday, right? We didn't even take out Monday's low. We have this. Interesting. Right, this is the low I marked out, equal lows here. Into CE of like a NWOG. Interesting. Yeah, ES might be the move for lower. But like again, I tried it and then I chickened out, so unbelievable. Doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things, but it's good to think about it. So perhaps it comes back up and then lower. Like we literally have not had any kind of fair value gap entry. We had a VIB entry. No breaker. We've maybe this is like a 15-minute fair value gap that forms and then like, you know, short into this or something. We'll have to moderate it. Again, I want to see, I actually want to see here NQ from, again, like NQ here, right? What happened here? It actually it did the same thing where it like moved a huge move lower, and then it did retrace into like 15-minute fair value gap, right? This is 10:30. What time is it now? It retraced here. So if it like retraces, yeah, we'll have to see. Like, and maybe it stalls at CE at this NWOG or something. It's all about monitoring what happens. Let me see 1 second for NQ. This is the 15-minute, yeah. Interesting. You know what's awesome though is that I called out like at 9:30 saying like that's not a long, right? So like in the past I might have tried that long, and that was literally the Judas for the whole day, and then I would have been like, oh my god. This is like last time's FOMC, but this right here. Let's mark out November 30th. This is just RT with the RTH gap on. I am going to do this. Okay. And then I can turn on extended. I hope it doesn't take me back now. Okay, just reset that. Okay, extended hours for, it did take me back because I pressed the freaking refresh button. Oh well, just do the same thing here. Someone asked me, actually, I think I saw like a comment asking me what's the trick for back testing the 1 minute, having 1 minute, and I'll show that in a second. There is a way to have the 1 minute like back testing, like even like the 1 minute chart in like 2008, for example. I'll show it to you guys. I'll put like a alert for on ES, by the way, when we get back up here. This is event horizon or something. Okay. EH? No, I don't want it on this. I want it on the price. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was doing on November 30th or whatever. My bad for pressing this refresh button. Apparently you shouldn't do that so much. I don't need the NWOG here. Unless it's like using something. I don't know. I think it's the same thing. Okay. So what it did was it like broke a low with a fair value gap and then it came back up. What was I saying? Gosh, I can't remember what I was saying. What was I checking? What the heck was I checking? Oh, I wanted to see at 8:30 it had some sort of news and it just dropped off, right? And broke a low immediately at 9:30. A little different today. We did reach up at 9:30. But again, here it like had another 15-minute fair value gap. That's what I was looking at. It just failed from, and this, and like a wick that lined up there. And let me see if I go to the 5. This is a breaker block, right? A high, a low, a higher high, then a lower low. So that lined up with that. I'm just wondering, like, would have been like a decent entry or what? Yeah. This is like the whole bearish. it's like a huge fair value gap. So it's like, oh, would I even enter that like right in here? I don't know. What time was this? 11. Looks like it's just going even deeper. ES is like leaving room for nobody. Kind of funny. Again, this is just like a day you practice your patience and like you stay safe. I mean, I did that so far. I mean, could have had a win. I mean, I had the tiniest win on ES, but you know, like I said, my goal was to not get hurt. It wasn't so much to make a huge winning day today. So what do we have now on ES? Right, yesterday was like a doji. I think today already started lower. It's going lower. Like I said, I think it could still go for this maybe during like lunchtime or something. So, and I wanted to see NQ. I mean, NQ is the weaker one. Okay. We broke this low on NQ, but not with a fair value gap, unfortunately. Right, when it retraced here, kind of sucks that there was no fair value gap entry. Like all you have, like, is this really like a fair value gap I trust to hold? Not really, because it's not like breaking any low significantly. Wow, so go on the 4 hour. I'll turn off the indicators for a second. So for all the days we've been live streaming, marking out the open. Right, we have these lows here. This is like the whole move up. Yeah, it's looking like a market maker style model for sure. On the 4 hour. So there's no, I'm only trying shorts essentially. Kind of interesting how DXY. Let's see DXY. So this is probably like the recipe where it's like, okay, yeah, it's just going to continue lower because DXY is stalling here, right? So this is like the 50% of that I marked out. Actually, I didn't even mark that out that cleanly. Yeah, but it's 50% of this move up. But and also it like took out some low, right? Yeah, this is the low that it took out. Still low here, but like I said, I want to see this inverted actually, so I'm going to make a alert here for when it does that. I didn't even order my thing. Dodgy's here. What's up, Dodgy? Did you guys take that inverted fair value gap play? I could see it literally coming back there. Look, like it broke that low on the hourly, lines up with like the midpoint of that NWOG, you know? That's like a large area. Yeah, it could do that. Could do that. Or it could just continue bleeding lower. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Joe? Let me see something. You guys, for you guys that are sticking around right now, we have an announcement in a minute. What's up, Joe? Am I going to stream FOMC? Yeah, because people voted like 85% yes. Let's see, dodgy. Did I open the position? No, I'm not. No, I need a better retracement. Let's see ES real quick. You guys, stick around for, and what we're gonna have for all the people that are here for FOMC, we have a little bit of a surprise in a few minutes for from Joe. Exclusive to the stream. A special, like a deal. So, like I said, just really just bleeding lower on these indices. Very, very, very much similar to November 30th, except I think this is like even worse because it's like not really like any entries on 15-minute or 5-minute. And it's just continuously going for lower prices. I'm so sorry. Hey, Tanya, can you please stop that tutting noise? We are not a horse. I'm not really talking to you guys. I guess that's like a thing that I do when I'm thinking or switching screens. Someone did comment on Patrick's live stream. When I was doing that, I go, right? Someone commented, did she just shush him? No, I wasn't shushing him. As you can see, I do it on my own stream. I don't know if I can change that because it's like a thing I don't think about. But I'll try to remember. No. No, Patrick has a girlfriend, you guys. It was just a collab. No, I didn't open any position. So 50% of you guys did not take a trade today. It's cool that we have like 2,000 votes on that. That's interesting. Right? So like pretty much like everybody participates in my polls essentially, which is cool. People like to click the poll button. I don't know if Dodgy took a trade. He probably did. Like you'll see on his Twitter. But he probably traded. We typically trade evals on FOMC. Like I said, I want it like again, even with this move lower, it's not like DXY is breaking out of the range. It literally like went no correlation. And now it's like maybe moving higher. I don't know. We're gonna have to see maybe on DXY. It's a secret language. It's a secret language of things? So what we've seen today, and something I'll definitely be using more in the future, is like, when I don't have a clear draw on liquidity, like when it's trendline liquidity or something, I think the NWOGs are pretty good for that. So right now it's the 11 o'clock hour. You guys hit the like button. When we hit 1,000 likes, there is going to be an announcement for a flash sale. Yes, I am live every single day on at 8:15. Okay, you guys. So for those of you that have a blown account on My Funded Futures or need a new account, there's a flash sale right now, thanks to Joe. For 30% off resets with using code Tanya30. Flash sale, it's gonna end probably today. I don't know, I'll ask them when they're gonna end. So anyone that needs a reset, That's the code. That's what I'm basically using, and I tried to go on the eval. Okay, looks like when can static accounts be back? I've been telling them, yeah, my people want the static accounts back, right? They said like probably like in a month or so. So if you need a reset at My Funded Futures, use code TANJA30, TANJA 30 for 30% off. And we'll do more like we'll do more flash sales to come during the stream. So far, what are we doing? We're picking up, we are retracing here. Ooh, look at ES right now. You guys, let me know if you guys want to do, actually, obviously everyone loves a giveaway. Might do one on Twitter. Okay, so it looks like ES is being picked back up there to the CE of the NWOG in the 15-minute. Yeah, maybe I'll do it on the stream, maybe I'll do it on Twitter. Not right now though. But like, let's see, this is the hourly. Let's see if there's a 15-minute. Point of interest. This is the pre-market low that we broke, right? And the NWOG CE. Somebody likes my forehead. That's cool. So this is what I'm kind of interested in right here on ES actually. I might try ES short again. What do you guys think? Yeah, why not? We're gonna have some fun right now. I am trying ES short. As it came as retraced here into this area. So why not? Let's see if I can since I have the flash code reset, let me try to get some sort of win here. Right? I mean, we'll see. Where is the ES? Or maybe I'll get blown out. I'll just use the reset, honestly. Well, actually, I don't even think I can use my own code. It's more for you guys. Anyway, where's the hourly? Okay. I would like it to wick this and then go lower. Yeah. So it shouldn't close above like 50% of this hourly, honestly. I'm short ES right now, by the way. Like a good amount, like too much. My stop is like 5 points though, so we're good. But yeah, I am short ES. Let me see if I could share that here. See how that goes. 5-point stop. Because I just think it's gonna be like continuation, like how we said, because of DXY. 5-point stop, and then we'll go here. Maybe I get blown out, but then I'm just gonna use the reset. I think that this is a decent area, right? Shouldn't break above this really. So if this like doesn't work out, like if it inverts this, then I'll probably get out of the trade. but that's the idea. It's into this order block. Because we're going low. I do think we're going lower for like these lows. Like we're really gonna stop here? I don't think so. At least this. So 5 points to make 10. Risking 5 points to make 10. Let's have that up. Where's my... A little bit different here. I have to... Okay, let's see what happens. Honestly, pretty decent reaction there, right? It's wicking that 15, that NWOG CE, and it tapped into that order block body, and it's now like dropping off a bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. If I get stopped out, literally, I'm just gonna do a reset. This is a eval. And then I'll end the stream, and then you guys can watch the 10 questions of Patrick in a minute. I mean, maybe this is going to take a little longer, though. It's 11. But like I said, I don't think that there's going to be like a reversal or a break of a short-term high until like maybe FOMC time. Why? Because it's a way of DXY structure. You know? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I don't really care. Don't follow me on this play, please. Entertainment purposes only. Watch everybody come in now, like have like 5,000 viewers. Tanya's in a trade, let's fade her. Everybody likes to fade me. Is this 15-minute? I want to have this on the 15. She shorted an extreme discount. Yeah, it's again not looking good because of this. But when does the 15-minute end? I think there's still another 5 minutes until the 15-minute thing ends. You guys, I just hope ICT does not pop in right now. It's gonna be so like, gonna be like, taught you better. My daughter. Okay. It's honestly still fine. We'll see how this 15-minute closes. Still fine by me. There's still 5 more minutes left, right? So actually you could see like a stalling here and then lower. So far like 2 points of heat, 1.5 points of heat on ES. See where this is in 5 minutes. Like literally I could just cut it early if I want to, right? If it inverts it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna fail it because it's like 2 points. 5 points on 10 contracts, 500. Actually I would immediately fail, I think, right? Yeah. Now let's see how this 5-minute closes. I would like it. It needs to close like below this line essentially, right? Needs to close below that line for it to be any good. And if it doesn't, then I'll just get out of the trade. Where is my trade right now? Here we are. Let's check out what the chat is saying. Tanya, what are you doing? I'm just following order flow. I don't know. Don't hurt me. Don't be mad at me. Let me try to like make this more better or something. I don't know. Make more sense to people. Whatever, good enough. Good enough for jazz, I guess. Put this like that. Yeah, it looks like this 5-minute is closing below that line, like I said I wanted to see. So, see what happens. It's not finished though, still 2 minutes left. Right? What am I stop at? I think I put, well, I should have taken like 8 contracts that time. 10 times 50. Oh, actually it's fine. I'm not gonna get killed. No, it's like, I'm risking like, whatever, a lot, so 2,500. 5.5. 2750. Yeah. I want this 5-minute to close below. Because I would just want to wick. But like honestly, bleh, ugly. Where's DXY doing now? It's picking back up, so, but like I said, it's really not been the greatest of I want it to invert this and close above this. Okay, it looks like I might just take a premature stop out here. I don't know. I'll save that account for let's see, is the 5-minute closed? It's 20 seconds left. We'll see what happens, but I think it's just gonna close above that line. So I'll probably just close it for like -2 points or something. -2.5 points. Yep, just gonna close that for like -1K on that account. Yep, -1K on that eval. Right, let me see, or -1.5. Okay, not the worst. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, by the way, the horse thing. What am I gonna do? Maybe it takes out these highs and then goes lower, but I took the stop out here. Oh well. I'm just confused as to why. Oh yeah, because I took the same one. Okay, I made like 150 before, so not the worst. Literally just whatever. On my, let me just show it for everybody. Took a risky trade and I got paid for that, but whatever. I stopped it here before it like does whatever it wants to do during lunch. Here's what I think. We'll see what happens by 2 p.m. I'm not gonna trade the rest of this. That was just for funsies kind of thing, but yeah, I mean, if you guys I don't need the reset apparently yet, but if you need a reset today for My Funded Futures, you can use the code Tanya30 for a flash sale. And we are gonna read FOMC minutes for sure. I don't know why it's not, whatever. But anyway, check out, let me put the link for Patrick's thing. If you're going to Patrick's, and like little 10 quick questions of me, then go to, comment hashtag partials pay.
10 questions with
in the video. And so I know that you guys are coming from here. But anyway, that's basically it. I mean, not much this morning. Not much from that I did. Don't really. That was kind of for entertainment purposes. We're gonna see what happens. I am overall bearish on the market this week, and I think this is suspicious that the lows that we made, I think we'll probably go lower during FOMC. The high of the week is probably in. But we'll be back here at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. today. Just to price read, maybe pass an eval, maybe fail an eval. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, tune in tomorrow and go check out that video we had. Oh my gosh, no meat. Oh my god. ICT is here. Oh my gosh. Hello again. That's too funny. Yeah, we'll be back here just like tape reading. ICT's in this chat like every day because he's like, he warned us, he sends us warnings, you know, and we heed the warnings. Unscathed today, you know. Good morning. Somebody target take profit $100 for sushi. Yeah, I'm gonna order some food for sure. Then we'll be back here at 2 p.m. and then again tomorrow 9:15 a.m. But yeah, check out this fun video we did on Patrick's channel. And I'm gonna cut it here. Stay safe, everyone. Today we're gonna just read price at 2 p.m. FOMC is gonna be crazy. And stay safe, everyone.